Eric with Patch Foundry. I'm going to show you how to install packs for the Nord Stage 3 from Patch Foundry. First step, make sure that you have your computer connected to your instrument with a USB Type B cable. Next, go to nordkeyboards.com, look under Software, Nord Sound Manager, and then download the latest Nord Sound Manager. Next, the Nord Sound Manager should automatically prompt you if you need to update your OS on your Nord Stage 3. If that's the case, go ahead and do that update. Next, you're going to need to find the download link that you got when you purchased the product. It's an automatic download and will happen instantly after payment. Just go to your downloads folder, click on it here, and it should be a standard PDF file. It will list what's in the pack, and then it'll tell you a few things to get started with before you start, and then you'll have the link for the download here, as well as a link to this installation tutorial. When you click this link, it'll say open in Safari on a Mac. It'll be a little different for Windows. Then it'll say Google Drive can't scan this file for viruses. That is okay. It's just any file size bigger than, I think it's 20 megabytes they can't scan. We'll hit download anyway, and it will automatically download all your files to your downloads folder. Now we're going to drag that to our desktop, come down under downloads, grab the file, drag it here. You can put it anywhere you want, obviously, but I'm leaving it on my desktop for the moment. Now that I drug it to the desktop, let's open it up. These are all the files you're going to need to install on the Nord Stage 3. Now, the first one here is a bundle file. There's going to be either one or two of these. There'll also be a README file, which I highly recommend going through. It just explains some of best practices and how to install this. The bundle file will install everything here automatically for you. Then we have programs. The program files are all of the files that are going to be installed on your Nord Stage 3. Sound lists. This includes a list of all of the piano sounds as well as all the sample library sounds used in each patch. And this is itemized so you can sort it however you like. And then there's a preset list. And this includes any sounds that are hooked to any specific synth presets. And then very last but not least, we have all of the synth presets. Now you don't have to install these for this pack to work. You can just use the programs, but this will allow you to use each individual program's synth presets to create your own. Next, we are going to make a backup of our Nord Stage 3's current settings, just so that if we need to go back to the beginning, we can. To do that, come up here under Backup, click the button, save it to a place you remember. I'm going to save mine to the desktop, and then hit Save. Once we've done that, we need to make enough room that we can install the pack that we want. Every pack is different, but in the case of ARPs and pulses, we're going to need 25 program files, 25 synth presets, and the Royal Grand 3D XL available in order to install this pack. Now, every pack, like I said, is different. The difference between this one and other ones is that there'll often be sample library requirements for other ones, meaning you'll need to have some space with a specific number of megabytes available in the sample library in order to install it. My Nord Stage 3 is currently empty, but if I needed to make space or I needed to have room, I could go to Programs, and then I would hit Organize. The Organize button is right up here. And then I could see any empty slots that I have. You can see I'm scrolling right now, and these are all empty, but if I didn't, I'd have to just select some and then hit Sound Up to save them in case I want to come back at some point. Once I've done that, I have two options on how I can install this. One, I can install it using the quick method, which is allows me to just drag in the bundle and upload everything automatically. or I can do the custom installation. Custom installation is where I manually add specific programs or synth presets that I want and then bring over the samples that I need for those. Let me show you the quick way first. It's incredibly easy to install everything using the quick installation method. All you have to do is come down, get the bundle file from that folder that we looked at earlier, and drag and drop it into the Program tab. And remember, this won't work unless you make room for it in the Program, Synth, and Sample library areas. Let's drop it here. Then it's going to say Add to Bank, and we'll hit Download. And there you go. That's all of the programs. Now, in addition to this, you might also need to drag in some synth presets because that won't be installed with the bundle. To do that, you can just come over here, grab either all of them or a few of them, and same process applies. You drag and drop them in. As long as you have space, you'll be able to download them. And there's no need to install any samples because everything was automatically downloaded first using that bundle. Now, the custom installation is for those of us who want to pick and choose exactly what we want on our keyboards. So this allows you to grab over just a few program files or just a few synth presets or a combination of programs and synth presets. To do this method, go to Programs, come over and grab the one that you want to install. Let's just do this one, and then drag and drop it here, and it'll automatically load in. Now, this one uses just synthesis, but if I was using a sample, it might give me an error code, meaning that the sample was missing. It might say not found, blah, 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 sample. And if I wanted to remedy that, what I'd have to do is come back here, and there'll be a third folder named Synth Library Files. And I would need to go in there, find the file that was listed here, and drag it in. I could also do check which sample I'm finding if for some reason it doesn't list it here by going to the sound lists, going to my sound list preset here, opening it up, and then I could just come down here and find, let's see, the one I'm looking for is Classic ARP. So I'd look up Classic ARP right here, and I could go across and see that I need, for instance, the Royal Grand 3D in order to use this patch. So that is how you install it with Program File. The process is exactly the same when it comes to the synth presets. You simply make room, come over here, grab some synth presets, drag it in, drop it, it automatically loads in. And if there's anything missing here, I can always go to my sound lists again, go to the synth preset list, and then I'm going to be able to find it here, which one I need. And that is it. That's how to install all of the individual packs available for the Nord Stage 3 from Patch Foundry. If you have any other questions or you get stuck on any of these processes, just email me at patchfoundry.com and I will be happy to answer your questions. Thanks so much.